A French man reacts to trying Coca-Cola for the first time, 1950s. Spice Girls in a locker room, 1997. This woman looks like Barack Obama, 1962. In 1996, a nude woman running across the court during a Wimbledon match in the men's final as players Richard Krajicek and Malavi Washington happily stopped to watch the striker. The woman was identified as Melissa Johnson, a 23-year-old London student who worked at a local cafe. Two pretty couples taking a photo before going to a beach, Italy, 1980s. Unknown USAF servicewoman operating a UNIVAC DCT 9000 message receiver and printer, 1970. Venice in 1956 looks not so attractive as today. Workers cleaning a canal. Betty Robinson got into a plane crash and was mistakenly pronounced dead. She spent 7 weeks in a coma, and it took her 2 years to learn to walk again. 5 years later, she won a gold medal in the Olympic Games, 1936. Eruption of Mount St. Helens as viewed by climbers on nearby Mount Adams, 1980. Lenny Bruce runs away after hitting a paparazzi, 1962. There are lots of people on the Venice Beach on a weekend, California, 1952. Diana Dors, Britain's Marilyn Monroe, and Sgt. Pepper's cover woman, seated in her 1949 Delahaye Type 175S Roadster. The car last sold in 2010 for $3 million USD, 1950s. The American Way, during Great Depression, Louisville, Kentucky, 1937. The Great North Dakota Blizzard of 1966. A shocked mother looking at her son after it is returning from the street. USSR 1960. In the 60s, both the US and the USSR installed playgrounds with equipment meant to foster children's curiosity and excitement about the space race. Actors Audrey Hepburn and Anthony Perkins in an airplane discussing something, circa 1962. Belinda Carlisle in a garbage bag dress with Terry Graham, drummer for the Gun Club, 1977. Children at an early 1900s playground. Jonas Salk didn't patent his 1955 polio vaccine so that it would be affordable for all people. As a result, he lost an estimated $7 billion, saying in an interview, "There is no patent. Could you patent the sun?" Construction of a Golden Gate Bridge, 1935. Diana Ross and Richie Catcher giving Studio 54 a proper send-off at their last ever party in 1980. Fashionable lady reading a newspaper, 1920. She is really interested in something. Penny auction at foreclosed Michigan farm, 1936. At penny auctions, farmers would conspire to offer low bids, resulting in a low return to the creditor. The final buyer would then return the property to the destitute farmer. Hangman nooses serve as a warning to squirrely bidders. Jackie Chan as Chun-Li in City Hunter, 1993. Jean Patchett modeling a dime store outfit, featuring a cotton sundress, 1949. Jesse Owens setting new world's record, 1935. Sandra Brown, the first black woman on the Oakland police force, gets instructions on how to shoot a shotgun, 1970. She is now the senior judge of the United States District Court for the Northern District of California. Kid is playing with an abandoned tank, 1991. Lois Long, a columnist for New Yorker and flapper, getting a shocked look from a staff member of the late Victorian era. Photograph taken by Edward Steichen, 1921. A cool old man on his boat during the early 80s. Mary Jane Rathbun, popularly known as Brownie Mary, was an American medical cannabis rights activist. As a hospital volunteer at San Francisco General Hospital, she became known for baking and distributing cannabis brownies to AIDS patients, 1980s. Los Angeles mail carrier, 1910. Portraits of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini being mass-produced for export to Iran. Sailors and their ship cat, 1941. Saxophone legend Wayne Shorter in New York City, 1965. Yuri Norizov, the linguist who deciphered the Maya script, 1953. He listed his cat Asia as a co-author on his work, but the editors always removed her. He always used this photo with Asia as his author photo and got pissed whenever editors cropped her out. Sex symbols of USSR, 1978. Soviet Marshal Georgy Zhukov, 1960. Spanish Beliers class frigate Extremadura, S-75, in the dock of Rana Victoria, 1972. This kid looks too cool, 1980s. I'm sure he's at least a senator now. Enter the Giant has successfully held the record for the most beer consumed in a single sitting for the last 40 years. During a 6-hour period back in 1976, Andrew drank 119 standard 12-ounce brews in a pub in Pennsylvania. Toddler dressed as a police constable, 1890s. European Athletics Championships Vienna, women's shot put. First place went to Hermann Schroeder, second to Gisela Mauermeier, third to Wanda Flakowicz, 1938. Woman cleaning her rifle while smoking a cigarette, Tehran, Iran, 1979.